I'm sure many of you that have gone through school can relate to this, but aesthetic schools can be very tough to get through, not just because of the workload, but because so many schools are run poorly or come with their own fair share of issues. If you're in school right now, I want you to know that you're not alone. Almost every esthetician that I've worked with or talked to has a story about the drama, the disorganization, or unfair treatment that they faced while in school. The biggest piece of advice that I can give you is simple. Just focus on getting through it. Most programs are only 4 to 6 months full time, which means it's fast paced, it's overwhelming, and even often imperfect, but it's worth pushing through to reach the finish line. When I was in aesthetic school 14 years ago, I experienced my own share of challenges. There was drama between students and teachers, petty behavior, and situations that made me question whether myself and others would even graduate. Over the years, I've also taken on many interns and employees, and after hearing countless stories from estheticians, I've realized how universal these struggles really are. Many schools seem more focused on making money than providing quality education. Students often feel undervalued, they lack the right supplies or advanced training that they were promised, and deal with favoritism, strict dress codes, or even last-minute graduation delays. Some schools have even lost their financial aid due to complaints about cleanliness, organization, or unfair reporting of student hours. And the reality is that many of these schools aren't owned by beauty professionals at all, but by people who saw an opportunity to profit from the industry without caring about student experience. The lack of care doesn't just affect students, it also impacts educators. Many instructors aren't paid fairly for their expertise, and even the best educators often face so much internal drama that it pushes them away. On top of that, students can sometimes treat instructors poorly, while others deal with teachers who don't seem to care at all. It's a tough balance, and unfortunately, there are more negative experiences than positive ones. Still, there are instructors out there who truly care and do everything that they can to prepare their students for success, even in imperfect circumstances. To play devil's advocate for a moment, it's also important to acknowledge that these programs are fast-paced and cover a lot of material in a short amount of time. Between theory and practical training, things are bound to slip through the cracks sometimes, and sometimes schools struggle to bring in enough clients for students to practice on, which adds another layer of frustration. From the instructor's perspective, there are limitations that can't always be avoided. If your instructor genuinely cares about your success, they will do their best to give you the foundation that you need, even if the program itself is not perfect. At the end of the day, the most important thing is to finish, graduate, and get your license, and know that your real education begins after school. You'll keep learning through continued education, mentorship, and hands-on experience once you're in the field. If you're struggling right now or feeling lost after graduating, I want you to know that I'm here as your resource. Through my mentorship strategy sessions, podcast, and the Vault, I share tools and guidance to help estheticians find clarity, grow confidence, and step into their career with support. I just shared an episode on my podcast, Ronnie's Truth Serum, about my own experience in aesthetics school and how I got through it. I'll put a link in the description for you. You don't have to navigate this path alone. I've been there, and I've helped many estheticians who felt the same way.